tired and I'm breaking my silence. The PS5 is not good.
I recently made a video about how dumb the PS5 was. And despite my opinion being objectively the only correct one, I got a ton of comments complaining and whining about it. It's not easy waking up every single day and reading a comment so bafflingly stupid it sends you into a coma for another 24 hours. But that's what I went through for you. But to please the naysayers, fine. I'll be fair.
No one is safe now.
I'm gonna go through everything stupid about every single console. Every single one. Before we begin, unfortunately, I won't be covering the ones I could not care less about, including, but not limited to, the Vectrex, the Magnavox Odyssey 2, the Fairchild Channel F, the Intellivision, the SG-1000, the
3, 2, 1, go!
The NES is absolutely massive, and considering that this is the best it can do visually, I am the opposite of not unimpressed. I just don't think it needs that much space to run these games, and how do I know that? I don't. This method of putting games in is clunky and gross, and I don't like it. It's gross. Very gross. Gross, I say. Gross! The controller digs into my hands and my soul. They called it the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Seriously? That's the best name they could come up with? That's...
Next, the SNES. Really? Super? Come on! Top loader means the games stick out like this, which makes me uncomfortable. I really don't have anything bad to say about this thing. It's great. Sorry. Next, you know what? Hold on. Why do I have to go in order of the console's release? Okay, this is America, for God's sake. Root beer, barbecue, car-centric infrastructure. Let's switch things up and go in a random order. Next, the Switch. This thing is a 7-year-old Android tablet. It lags on the shop. Oh my God, I can see a pixel. Maybe even 2 of them. And the Joy-Con, which despite being really cute and I love all the colors, are constantly breaking. Not to mention that they drift more than a car in the middle of Tokyo. Why are there no themes? You're telling me I get white, black, and the amount of games on PS5? That's it. 2 colors. It's been 7 years. Why even bother calling them basic if there's nothing not basic to compare it to? Why are they called basic? Instead of virtual console like they did on the Wii and Wii U, yeah, now they just select a handful of games on their subscription service. Go fuck yourselves. You can't put a subscription service on my precious GameCube games, Nintendo. Also, the screen. The OLED has a better screen, but that's about it. And the light is just embarrassing. Next, the PS2. Oh, hey, Sony. Look at you. 20 years ago, you did pretty good. I don't know what the hell happened since then, but I'm proud of you. Good job. Just maybe, like, hit the treadmill or something. Oh, God. Oh, sweet. This thing is pretty fire. The controller just sucks. God, this thing is not comfortable. If I had to suggest some changes, Sony, I think the left stick should be asymmetrical. It should be colored purple, maybe include a yellow C-stick, and that's just the GameCube controller. God damn it. Next, the Xbox 360. The console is fine though, except for that whole, self-destruct thing. Next, the Game Boy.
The fuck is this?
Instead of a black and white screen, Nintendo decided to go watch the critically acclaimed movie Shrek, go back in time, and ogre all over the place. I do not like this. Then they just did it again, but this time with the color screen. Only problem, you still can't fucking see it! Not to mention, the original Game Boy was massive. I asked Bing how big it was, and I kid you not, it told me it's as tall as 46,449 bananas. Which is less than I thought it was gonna be.
So then they made the Game Boy Pocket, I guess. Sure. To be fair, it's no longer puke green, so I can appreciate that.
Then they beefed it up and turned it sideways, then went back into the future, saw this dumb Samsung phone on display at their local Best Buy, and added that, which actually isn't really a dumb thing. I think I'm getting distracted. Next, Xbox One. Really? The Xbox One. or otherwise referred to as X-Bone by psychopaths. The Xbox One features a modern and futuristic style with an iconic boxy design, not to mention the slim package it comes in. The fact that their design division wasn't given more recognition is criminal. This thing just oozes with personality and charm. I am really impressed. Microsoft really outdid themselves with this one. Also, it's massive and very heavy, but thankfully, because of my huge muscles, it really wasn't an issue. The controller's fine though, whatever. The D-pad is trash. Microsoft, you're some conniving bastards! Fool me once, I'm a dunce. Fool me twice, threaten me with assault. I could go on about the awful UI and how they focused on literally anything other than games, but I don't know, the sales were insulting enough. And since we're here, let's get the Xbox One S taken care of. Well, now it's white for some reason, and they decided to put the kid back in the womb, meaning it is way smaller. So if you wanted to play an embarrassing game system, this was the best way to do it. Then the Xbox One X, which aside from having a name like Lauren Bush Lauren, the granddaughter of former President George Bush Sr., wasn't actually a bad console. I kind of like a lot of stuff here. I guess I really do just hate the PS5. Before we move on from the Xbox One lineup though, the Xbox One SAD would like to have a word. I am not listening to that. Sometimes I lay awake at night thinking, why do I exist? What purpose do I serve? And then I remember the Xbox One S All Digital Edition existed, and my life blooms once more. Next, PSVR. This isn't a gaming console. What the? Huh? Okay, well, I gotta cut it some slack. It was 2016 technology, and Sony was pretty cool to add VR to a console. Except for the hand tracking, good lord, this thing has no object permanence. If that camera doesn't see your big glowing balls, too bad. There goes your Beat Saber run.
Oh, God fucking damn it, no!
Also, since we're here, let's talk about everything bad about the PSVR2. There's no games. Next, the Wii. I feel like I'm committing numerous crimes by using this to play video games. It's not bad, but the feeling is bad. I feel nauseous. Honestly, there aren't really that many good games on it. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, you got Mario Galaxy and like one Zelda game, but this Mario Kart is not good. Let's be completely honest here. It gave us motion controls, which suck to play with. This game is sterile. Half of it is literally Just Dance and basic Wii games, which aren't bad, but come on. Does anyone actually play anything from the Wii nowadays, except for maybe Galaxy and Zelda and, I don't know, Wii Sports? Like, that's it. There's nothing else. It's so overrated. Maybe I'm just dumb, quirked up, and a little zesty, but I just don't get the Wii. It could disappear tomorrow, and I'd miss Galaxy and Wii Party, but the rest of them can go the way of my septic tank. The console is pretty inoffensive, though, and it gets bonus points because I can play GameCube games. Then the Wii got an ultrasound, and guess what? It's a failure. The Wii Mini has little to no reason to even exist. I mean, why have a bare bones Wii when the original Wii was already just fine? It was portable enough, it was dirt cheap, it had internet and GameCube support. Why would you buy this piece of shit? Next, Sega bonus round! This will be quick, mainly because I don't care enough about Sega consoles to warrant a full review of each of them, because most of them came out way before I left the womb. But I know people are gonna be mad if I don't talk about them, so here you go! Master System. Same complaints as the NES. Ow, big, not 4K, not good. Mega Drive / Genesis. It's fine. 3 buttons are weird though, just go with 2 or 4. Make up your damn mind.
Tumor 1, tumor 2.
There might be a tumor inside you. Seriously though, you should go get that checked out. It's a little concerning.
The Saturn. I don't have it, but it looks more like an Xbox than an actual Xbox, and I don't even know what came out for this thing. Boo! Game Gear. Where are the games? Dreamcast. I actually really like the Dreamcast. What a way to end Sega's run, but we gotta focus on the bad stuff.
It's a little loud!
Controller's a little weird, but I'll cut it some slack. It was innovative. Okay, Sega done. Time to go to stuff I actually play. Bonus retro round!
Are you serious?
First up, Atari 2600. Man, I was born in 2002, okay? Not fucking 1776. What in the hell is this? Wood. Groovy. Games, and whatever. Nothing really outstanding here, but we are working with ancient technology, so they couldn't do much. The controller? phallic, and offensive. Next, Atari 5200. Where are the games? Next, Atari 7800. Where are the games? Next, the Philips CDI. I was trying to think of a joke, but looking at the game library is funnier than anything most modern comedians put out these days. But we did get the Zelda CDI games, which are a gift to humanity. Next, the 3DO. The 3DO console released in 1993 at the price of $700 US, which, if you take inflation into account, is now about $1,500 in 2024. Next, the Amiga CD32. Oh! Okay, retro round over. I'm sure there's something like the Bing Bong Ding Dong 3000 that I didn't cover, and you're gonna be pissed because the title is every single console, but if I really went through every single console, we'd be here for 3 hours, and I don't want to edit that. Moving on. Next, N64.
This looks like shit.
Yes, it's the first 3D console from Nintendo. I didn't expect it to be beautiful either, but come on, look at this. This looks awful. Like, even if you really love the N64, you have to admit, the graphics and the performance have not aged very well. Majora's Mask runs about as well as Tears of the Kingdom. And the controller? Phallic and offensive, but I gotta give it some credit. It at least has some games. Next, PS5. Next, DS. Closed, open, closed, open. Man, I love this thing, but come on, where's the goddamn camera control? This is it? A D-pad? Really? Well, I guess it has to close somehow. Also, I'm talking about the DS Lite right now, which is honestly flawless. I really like it, but the original is really ugly. And then there was the DSi. It has 2 eyes. Like the letter I. Again, we're focusing on the bad stuff, and this is pretty much an upgrade in every single way, except they got rid of the Game Boy support. Now, let's round it out with the 3DS. And round indeed. Oh, yeah! This thing is beautiful. No complaints here. And when they released the new 3DS systems, which, bad name, they included a little nub right here for camera control, but this thing is weird. I don't like it. I don't like it. And then they made the 2DS for some reason, but you don't have to buy that. Just take your 3DS, find this little slider right here. I don't even know what it stands for, 3D. What does that mean? And then just turn that down and boom, 2D 3DS games. Are you confused yet? Me too. I don't really know why they made this. Not really much more to say. Nintendo can make some pretty good handhelds. Unlike Sony. Next, PSP. Next, PS Vita. Ew, ew, ew! I actually really have no experience with this. I just know a lot of people love the PSP for some reason and hate the Vita. I think it had something to do with the argument of where are the games? And the price and the trend in general of smartphones killing it, which considering the 3DS was in its heyday at the same time, I'm not inclined to believe that. Next, Xbox. Not bad. It's a big controller though, good lord. Next, Virtual Boy. Well, my main complaint is that it costs about as much as a 3DO to acquire nowadays. And considering that my channel is essentially volunteer charity work, I can't quite afford that. But from what I know after watching at least 2 videos on it, here are the main complaints. 1, red and black colors, bad. 2, no head strap. 3, headaches. 4, eye strain. 5, where are the games? 6, of those few games, they're bad. Oh, they're bad. Overall, it was a failed Nintendo experiment. Just like, next, the Wii U. If I didn't piss off half of you already, this will do it. The Wii U was a cool concept. Keyword, concept. The gamepad was made out of a shiny, glossy material, which sounds fine, but it's really, it didn't age very well. Now, the games are good, okay? Don't get me wrong, but this thing sold so poorly that Nintendo just transported all the good ones to the Switch. So now this thing is only valuable because of the novelty of it being the Wii U, and because it had the most robust virtual console accessibility. But with the advent of emulation, The console is essentially defunct. And yeah, I know that we're supposed to look at the consoles as standalone systems, and on its own in 2012, this was great. But since it's a modern generation console, the rules are a little different because of how fast the world has moved since then in terms of emulation and its successor basically replacing it. So the Wii U is bad because it isn't needed anymore. It's useless, defunct, empty. Oh, now that that's done, next, PS3. The original model? Ugly, shiny, way too many ports, and huge. Oh my god. I gotta be consistent with my criticism, and it is close to the PS5 in terms of ginormous size, and I'm no hypocrite. This thing also kinda sucks. The only good model does not deserve to be here. And like my high school science fair project, the final model was slapped together using the cheapest materials, had no real reason to exist, and yet it still got a passing grade. Also, the controller just kinda sucks. Again. Next, the Xbox Series X. Where are the games? Where are the games? Where are the games? Hey, look, I found it! Oh, it's a subscription! Game Pass used to be cool, and then it became abundantly clear that Microsoft just wanted to make money off of us each month by pushing older good games instead of, I don't know, taking their billions of dollars and actually funding good studios to make good games. Are they stupid? Why are they buying all of these studios and giving us nothing? I'm also still not over the fact that there are advertisements on the homepage. You can't turn them off. They never leave. They also removed the ability to keep clipped moments for free. You have to pay for that now. What are you guys doing? Xbox Series S. Fundamentally, I don't have any problems with the Series S. But what the fuck is this? The rumored Xbox refresh. If you didn't know, after Microsoft spent too much money on fucking Activision, the FTC basically leaked secret documents about their future plans, and this is the rumored refresh for the Xbox Series X in 2024. It's not even a box. How are you people millionaires? Next, PS4. It's pretty good, a little loud. PS4 Slim. It's pretty good, a little weird looking. PS4 Pro. It's pretty good, a little weird looking. The controller kind of sucks. Again. It's kind of weird that the only good Sony controller came out on the worst Sony console. Like, how did that even happen? Next, PS1 series. The graphics are janky, my hips are swanky. If you don't subscribe, I'll get real cranky. The controller kind of sucks. Again. Next, GameCube. Oh, my beloved GameCube. Why did you even show up in this video? You're perfect! With a gorgeous cube design taking up little to no space, a brilliant handle for portability, the perfect controller with absolutely zero flaws, a stunning game library full of classics, and to top it off, great graphics. You are the console that beats all the others, and I could not be more proud. Hey, thanks for watching until the end of the video. I appreciate it. Feel free to subscribe, like the video if you liked it. Or don't. I don't really care. I'm sorry I didn't cover the Bing Bong Ding Dong 3000. But I will in the future. Only if you subscribe. Okay, bye.